Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's Market Outlook. My name is Edmund. So, over the last few market days, since Friday, the major news in the markets was that US President Donald Trump has contracted COVID 19 and was admitted to a medical facility. And of course, as early as this morning, there are news reports coming out saying that Mr. Donald Trump will be discharged from the medical facility as early as today. Okay, so a quick browse through the news channels, international news channels. One of it is a tweet by Mr. Donald Trump himself, mentioning that he will be checking out from the Walter Reed Medical Center at 6:30 p.m. Today. So he's mentioning that he's feeling really good, and he's advising people to not be afraid of COVID. And of course, well, I think this is a bit of exaggeration. He mentions he's feeling much better than he ever did even 20 years ago. Okay, so with last Friday's confirmation that Mr. Donald Trump contracted the virus, we did see gold prices last Friday spiking up from 1890 levels to a high of 1916, and then after gold prices gradually came down. And for yesterday, gold prices again managed to find good support at 1891 levels before rising all the way to a high of 1918 again. Okay, so 1918 is the immediate resistance levels where it has touched twice, and moving forward, depending on what happens when Mr. Donald Trump comes back to the White House, and also what happens for the US presidential campaign, and of course, thirdly would be the ongoing phase 4 negotiations between the Democrats and Republicans, and also to get approval from Congress. Okay, so if all things go well, and if gold prices continues to push up, there's a high chance that it may push up to 1928 levels first of all, and then the next levels will be at 1952 levels. So these are the two immediate target prices if gold prices continues its bullish trend. So yeah, again, the main news is Mr. Donald Trump declaring himself fit to be discharged or to leave the medical facility. And however, there's still a lot of questions up in the air. For example, once he returns to the White House, I'm sure definitely he will not be able to be in close contact with his aides and colleagues. And of course, if he was to get back on his presidential re-election campaign, I'm also pretty sure that he won't be able to do any live events, anything that brings him to close physical contact with his supporters or close physical contact with other people. Okay, so there will be a big question mark over there. Other news which are happening yesterday again, as news came out that Mr. Donald Trump could be discharged as early as yesterday or today. We do see the US dollar index weakening throughout the day. Yeah, we were looking at it at this price when we were analyzing the US dollar index yesterday at about 11:30 local Singapore and Malaysia time, and of course these support levels didn't support well, and later on in the afternoon at about 4 p.m. the US dollar breaks through the support, goes through the next support levels also during the evening session at about 7 p.m. and ends the day at the recent low, okay, 93.41. So with the US dollar weakening yesterday, we do see the UK pound finding support at 1.2914 and then rising about 75 pips to close at 1.2988 levels. Similar story for the euro dollar. Euro dollar rises or strengthens from 1.1708 all the way to a high of 1.1796, coming up, moving up 87 pips, and currently it is also gone a bit quiet. Okay, again, just now we had a look at gold prices already. In the morning sessions, it came down, and only towards 4 p.m. local Malaysia and Singapore time, it rises from 1,890 all the way to a high of 1,918 levels. Okay, so the US dollar, I would say that it is still in a bearish mode. There's a chance that it can go down a little bit more. So the US dollar being in a slightly bearish mode, we could see the UK pound, the euro dollar, and also gold prices rising later on today. Okay, S&P 500 also managed a good recovery over the last 1.5 market days, and of course oil prices also staged a very strong rebound yesterday, moving from support levels of 37.12 all the way to 39.81. So it came up $2.69. So other events coming up today. Watch out for the Royal Bank of Australia rate statement, which is going to be announced in about 10 minutes. However, I do not foresee any major impact on the Aussie US dollar pair after this event is released. So as you can see, the Aussie dollar is moving up on this uptrend line and currently is finding resistance at this horizontal resistance lines. Okay, so there's a high chance it can break through and test these levels again, 0.7204, which is just about 12 pips away. So again, I don't really monitor or trade the Aussie dollar due to its lack of daily movements, which is only limited to about 40 to 60 pips per day. So again, I will mostly focus on the UK pound. Okay, so so oil prices rising yesterday, and we do see the Canadian dollar strengthening against the US dollar over here. Okay, so for today, economic data is pretty minor, negligible to be honest. German factory orders, construction PMI, JOLTS job openings. I guess the major focus for this week, besides Donald Trump's potential return to the White House, and how things will be conducted once he returns to the White House. There's also the US presidential election campaign, and of course there is the phase 4 of the financial aid stimulus for the US economy, which is still under negotiations. At the most recent update, they were discussing a 2.2 trillion US dollar financial aid. So we need to keep a close eye on that. Number one, whether it is approved or not, or whether the terms and conditions, or even if the amount could be reduced or increased. Okay, so for today, ECB President Christine Lagarde will be speaking at 4:35, and of course at 10:40 p.m., Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will be speaking again. Okay, so it's going to be an active day, and leading up towards Thursday morning at 2 a.m. local Singapore and Malaysia time, we will be having the FOMC meeting minutes. Okay, so these are the minutes of the recent meeting which was conducted last month. So tonight, this coming Thursday 2 a.m., the minutes itself will be revealed. Okay, so going to be an exciting week again. Maybe not as volatile as the last 2 weeks. However, there's still sufficient movement and volatility to catch a good trade or two. So have a good trading day ahead, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another market update. Thank you, take care, and good trading.